Yo guys, what is going on? Welcome back to another video on the channel here. Now in today's video, guys, I'm going to be bringing you my gun tight slots halfback week scheme in Madden NFL 21. I'm going to be showing off 4 really good plays that you can use to win more games in Madden. Out of this formation, I'm going to go over 4 passing, well it's technically 4 passing plays. There's an RPO in there that I'm going to show you that's actually really good. So quickly guys, before we get into the video, if you want to check out my 2 most recent videos, as always, it's going to be in the top right of your screen. Also, if you want to follow my Twitter, it's going to be linked down below in the description. And other guys, let's go ahead, let's get into it. Okay guys, so here we go, gun tight slots halfback week here. We're going to be coming out in this right here, and I'm currently using the Las Vegas Raiders playbook. Now for your personnel subs here, really, I mean, there's not much you can do. Really, I just recommend having your best receivers in. Like, for example, Dante Pettis, we would want Deebo Samuel in this spot. Also, you know, I mean, that's pretty much it. Just make sure your best receivers are in. Really, it's just not that big of a deal. Now, guys, we're going to move into the Audibles. So your Audibles here, how to access them is you're going to press your L2 or left trigger button, and your Audibles are going to be inside zone, flood, mesh spot, and 4 verticals. Now, what we're going to always come out in is going to be this RPO zone peak, and guys, that's pretty much it for the audibles and whatnot. So guys, let's head into the first play, which is going to be RPO zone peak. Okay guys, so here we go. We are coming out in RPO zone peak here. So this is the player right here, and it is an RPO. Now you cannot edit any routes, so there's going to be no setup here. But this play is actually really good because you have a lot of routes on the field. You have a slant coming from left to right. You have 2 flat routes as well as a hitch route, and you also have the running back here. Now I am using the dollar formation, so if you're coming up against a formation like dollar or nickel 3-3-5, I'd recommend running the ball. Now how you run a ball in this RPO, because there's 3 routes on the field, it's going to be pass first. So how you're going to run the ball is you're just going to keep holding X as you hike the ball, like I'm going to show you right here. So I'm going to hold X, as you can see, causes a handoff to the running back, and that is how you do it here. Now your reads on this play are actually going to be the 2 flat routes are going to start off. You know, if your opponent is running, like, let's say a cover 3, the corners are going to be backed off, and if they're running that, you're definitely going to want to dump off to the flats. Now in this case here, if you do have an X factor tight end, I dump off to him, but if you don't, just dump off to one of your receivers. So as you can see, we come out in this right here, and as you can see, we dump off. Now I don't know what happened there. For some reason the guys didn't really drop back, but you're going to have 2 flat routes here as well as a slant and a hitch, and then also you can always just run the ball. So it's honestly pretty simple for RPO zone peaks. So now guys, we're going to move on to the next play, which is going to be flood. Alright guys, so here we go. We are coming out in flood. Now this is one of my favorite plays, actually my favorite play in this formation, because it has a lot of options here. You have a corner route, you have a deep post route, you have 2 drag routes, and you also have a running back out route. Now that's just the play stock. You can honestly just run this stock and it's still a really good play. But how to really do good with this play, what I like to do is I like to first put my running back on a wheel route, which is going to be triangle, R1 or RB, and then flick the right stick up. Basically what that's going to do, just going to put them on a wheel route. The next thing you're going to do here is you're going to put O on a slant, which is triangle or Y, O or B, and then the right stick to the left. Then we're going to click onto him, and we're going to motion him out to this left side right here where that post and that corner route is. And we're going to motion him out here, and then we're going to hike him right when he gets about here. And then as you can see here, I mean, you have a lot of reads on the field right here. You definitely have a lot of reads. As you can see, that corner route, almost, I thought it got wide open, but it didn't. That was a bad throw. But you're going to have a drag route. You're going to have a corner route. Now, also something you can do on this play, let me just audible in real quick. And by the way, I am using cover 2 with cloud flats, not hard flats. So, you know, it's different with that. But essentially, if you're going to run this play here, you're going to have a lot of reads. And now another thing you could do is you could go and smart route that square and triangle routes. That way they have quicker cuts. So how to smart route is you press R1 or RB when you're making your hot routes. So, you know, example, if I want to put square on a smart route, all I'm going to do is I'm going to press triangle or Y, square or X, and then press R1 or RB. And then as you can see, his route is shorter. And then we're going to do the same thing with triangle here. And that is basically going to be the setup. So really, once again, the setup, you're going to wheel your running back, you're going to put O on a slant, you're going to smart route the square and triangle routes, and then you're going to motion out O to the left side. You're going to motion hike him. So we're going to come right here, we're going to run this play, and as you can see, that running back wheel route does get wide open right there. You get a very easy 5-6 yards on that play. Also, you have a drag route, you have a slant route, and then you have a post and a corner route. So guys, now we're going to move on to the next play, which is going to be mesh spot. Okay guys, so now we are coming out in this mesh spot play here. Now how I like to set this up is I like to first put square on a slant, which is triangle, square, and then right on the left stick, right on the right stick, excuse me. So that is going to be the first thing you're going to do. The next thing you're going going to do is you're going to put X on an out route, which is triangle, X, and then the left stick to the right. And then the next thing I like to do is I like to smart route the O route, which is triangle, O, and R1. So there you go. As you can see, it makes this route shorter. And then the last thing I like to do here is I like to take this square receiver and motion him out to the right side and motion hike him right here. So just go with this. And as you can see here, low ball slant is going to be wide open right here. Also, you have a running back wheel route. Now, the option is optional. If you don't want to motion him out, that's really, it's just up to your call. But I'm just going to show you the play art again. So we're actually going to run it a bit differently here. Well, actually, no, we're not going to run it differently. So here we go. This is the ending play art right here with no motions. And then once we motion square out here, as you can see, that slam route is going to turn. And then you're going to hike him right here. And then just go low ball it. Very easy, 5 yards right there. So now we're going to move on to the last play, guys, which is going to be 4 verticals. Okay, guys, so we are going to be coming out in 4 verticals here. Now, this is actually a very interesting play because you have 2 wheel routes on the field, which you don't usually see in plays in Madden on offense, but you do have triangle and X on those wheel routes. So what you're going to do for this play is you're going to block the running back, which is triangle R1 and R2. Then I'm going to motion him out to the right side. So we're just going to flick the right stick to the right, or left stick to the right, and then we're going to put him on a slam, which is triangle R1 and then the right stick to the left. And then the next thing we're going to do here is we are going to be putting square on an out route, which is triangle, square, and then left stick to the left. So that is going to be the next thing. And then the final thing we're going to do here is we're going to be putting O on a hitch, which is triangle, O, and then R2 or RT. And that is basically the play setup here. So it's really easy here. You do have 2 wheel routes. You have an out route. You have a hitch route. And then you also have that backside slant. So we're just going to throw the slant right here on the backside. As you can see, we're actually very fortunate. And that's pretty much going to be the scheme, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, smash a like or smash 5 likes. If you need me to clarify something, definitely let me know down in the comments. And anyway, guys, take care. And most importantly, stay classy.